Shout out to Toe to Toe Apparel.
I want to give a special thank you to Toe to Toe Savage Apparel.
What's up, y'all? This is Miguel La Roca, and I'm rocking with Toe to Toe Savage Apparel.
Oh, man.
Nate Campbell. I'm rocking Toe to Toe Savage Apparel.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, Olympic silver medalist, undefeated 3-division champion, former unified super featherweight, and reigning WBC lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Shakur Stevenson, 24 wins, no loss, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout, is being made to throw shots now by Boston News 24. They're stating that Shakur Stevenson is throwing shots at the phenom, as I refer to him as, and former unified WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine, welterweight world champion, now junior middleweight WBA title, interim title holder and title contender, Jaron Boots Ennis. The phenom is 35 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout after his 3 knockdown first round victory over Usima Lima this past Saturday. With that said, it was said by His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh that Jaron Boots Ennis turned down the opportunity to fight Mexican superstar title contender Virgil Ortiz because he stated he needed some tune-ups to get acclimated to 154 pounds. And so Turki stated that if that's what you're going to do, then you could do that with Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn. And when you're ready to do the big fights, you can come do the big fights with us. With that said, Virgil Ortiz recently stated, his dad and his trainer, Robert Garcia, that Turki is putting up big money and he's making them offers they can't refuse. And so they're going to have to go get that bag and fight Jaron Boots Ennis possibly next, hopefully. With that said, Shakur Stevenson is now jumping up in weight himself. He's going up to junior welterweight, 140 from 135. And Shakur Stevenson, he made a statement on his social media. He said, I'm coming up there to fight the former unified lightweight champion, the reigning WBO junior welterweight champion, superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez, who has 22 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout in January. And I don't need no tune-ups. I don't need no warm-ups. I don't need no get acclimated to 140 pounds. I'm coming up there. I'm daring to be great, and I'm letting my balls hang, right? That's what Shakur Stevenson recently stated on his social media. So immediately, because of the how much traction it got, that Turki Al-Sheikh stated that Jaron Boots Ennis stated that he needed tune-ups before he, fights Virgil Ortiz, and he needed to get acclimated to, 154 pounds before he, fights the best fighters at 154, the champion, so on and so forth, right? And let me just say this, right? First and foremost, Shakur Stevenson was present when Jaron Boots Ennis fought. He is close to Bozy and the brothers up there in Philly. And Shakur wasn't intending to throw shots at Jaron Boots Ennis. This is something that many fighters say. Errol Spence said this all the time. I don't need tune-ups. I don't need warm-ups. I'm going up there and I'm fighting the best. I don't do tune-ups, right? Terrence Crawford, the same thing. I don't do tune-ups, don't need warm-ups. Give me the best right out the gate. Floyd Mayweather was infamous for the same thing. Many fighters have the same outlook and same sentiment. They're just this is just Boston News 24, just trying to put Shakur against Jaron Boots Ennis and create friction. This is just Shakur. I have no doubt this had nothing to do with Jaron Boots Ennis saying that he needed a few tune-ups and to get acclimated to 154 pounds before fighting Virgil Ortiz. This is simply Shakur Stevenson letting you know, I'm daring to be great. There's some people, Andre Ward, SOG Ward, before he fought Sergey Kovalev, Andre Ward was somebody who stated that he wanted to get acclimated to 175 and he did a few tune-up fights before he fought Sergey Crusher Kovalev. There's nothing wrong with that. And Andre Ward still ended up beating Kovalev twice and stopped him in the second fight, right? So, and he got off the canvas in the first fight and beat him in the first fight, then stopped him brutally in the second fight. So some people just have the mindset, let me get my body used to it. Let me get my body acclimated before I take this chance. And then some say, hey, I'm just going to let my balls hang and I'm going right into the lion's den with no stretching, no warm-ups, right? So again, this is not Shakur Stevenson throwing shots at Jaron Boots Ennis. This is something that Shakur Stevenson have been saying since he called out Teofimo Lopez, right? He stated, I don't need tune-ups. As a matter of fact, ironically enough, Teofimo Lopez is somebody that don't do tune-ups. He don't do tune-ups. When he beat Lomachenko, well, as soon as he beat Richard Comey for the IBF belt, he immediately said he wanted to fight Lomachenko. After he beat Lomachenko, he stated, I want to fight Josh Taylor, the undisputed junior welterweight champion. Everybody thought he was crazy. He ended up fighting a few fights and then getting the Josh Taylor fight and then dominating Josh Taylor. So Teofimo Lopez is somebody himself who doesn't do tune-ups. Then you got Devin Haney. He don't do tune-ups, right? Devin Haney is getting ready to fight the best welterweight in the world in Brian Norman Jr. He just made a statement, I don't do tune-ups, right? I just want to fight the absolute best there is to offer, right? He was going to fight Jaron Boots Ennis at 147. He never fought at 147, but he was willing to fight Jaron Ennis at 147. And Jaron Ennis said he wanted to fight at 152. So there's a lot of fighters that have this mentality. This is not Shakur Stevenson throwing shots at Jaron Boots Ennis, period. This Shakur Stevenson just letting you know I'm being great in my own right, in my own lane, period. Let's not put them against each other because nobody else do it and no other culture. And we ain't going to do it here. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.